What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Geek-Stew. And today, guys, welcome back to another episode of Conspiracy Theories with Ike. That's right. So welcome back, guys. This is an actual conspiracy theory video. I know last week we did kind of like a top 3 video, which was fun. I enjoyed doing that video and talking about some theories that I personally believe in. And, basically, I just wanted to get back to kind of my roots, if you will. Wanted to get back to some normal conspiracy theory content. So that's what we're doing today. This is a fresh conspiracy theory from the conspiracy theory iceberg that we've been talking about for a while. So thanks to Cicada1205 for this wonderful, wonderful iceberg. It's a source of wonderful information, just lots of stuff for us to talk about and get into. And today, this one's a pretty easy and lighthearted theory, but I won't keep you guys waiting for too much longer. Let's go ahead and jump right into the theory. So like I said, this is going to be a little bit more on the lighter side. This has nothing too dark or morbid, nothing to do with, horrible deaths or anything. But so today's theory, I need to pose a question to you. Have you ever wondered if dwarves, trolls, and goblins were real?
Absolutely fucking not.
Anyhow, so basically the concept is that, could these be real creatures, or maybe did humans just mistake them for something else? It's not something that's unheard of. But to kind of look at this from all perspectives, I do want to talk a little bit about Neanderthals, and you'll know why in just a minute. So, Neanderthals. We've talked about them a little bit on the channel. If you check out Caveman Genocide or Paleolithic Deep State, both of these are videos that we kind of did about, the wonderful world of Neanderthals. So if you want to learn more or are curious about some other theories to have to do with our cousins of the Homo species, then there you go. Just so people know, that's their official scientific name is like Homo neanderthalis. We are Homo sapiens. I wasn't making like a weird joke. That's their scientific name. But yeah, so check out those videos if you want to know some more. But basically, Neanderthals are now an extinct subspecies of human. They were alive until about 40,000 years ago. Caveman Genocide actually talks a little bit about why they disappeared 40,000 years ago. Does give some promising answers, even some scientific-based information, but of course, it's all theory. But this theory does give a little more credence to a little bit of a more whimsical part of our world. So to kind of preface this next part, our modern day depictions of Neanderthals, and these are basically what we believe them to look like based off of their skeletal structure and what we know about early humans, but they look a little funny. I don't want to be insensitive to our Neanderthal friend here, but it's a kind of a weird looking creature, especially considering how you and I look and generally speaking. So that's what a Neanderthal looks like. This is actually a Neanderthal compared to a human, right? So a couple of things to notate here. Neanderthals have a lower cranium, larger brow ridge, larger nose, larger, broader rib cage, shorter forearms, broader hips, and shorter tibias. So they're kind of more shorter, bulkier, like stronger built, genetically speaking, humans basically. So yeah. You're probably thinking to yourself, why is Ike showing me these photos of Neanderthals? Here's why. So to give you some context, Homo sapiens, you and I, have been around for about 200,000 years. Okay, we basically cohabitated with Neanderthals for a good long while. So I want to pose a situation for you. Imagine that early Homo sapiens are frolicking in the meadow one day, and they spot an odd-looking creature in the distance. It's hunched over, it's hairy, and whatever culture this is says, "Oh my god, it's a goblin, it's a troll, it's a dwarf, oh my." Yeah, basically, what if goblins, trolls, and dwarves were just mistaken Neanderthals? Now, before you jump on my case saying, "Oh, that's impossible, Ike, humans would never do that," let me start by saying that this we as a species, okay, we have mistaken animals time and time again for mythological creatures. I'm just going to give you 3 quick examples. This kind of set the tone for why I think this is actually pretty possible. Giant squids, okay? We have historically given giant squids sort of a mythological status, right? For example, the Kraken, okay? We would say that these motherfuckers could sink boats and that they are just absolute menaces in the fucking ocean, bro. When in reality, they're just large and intimidating, and they probably weren't really harassing humans at sea, right? We have all these like stories and fairy tales of the mythical Kraken and these gigantic just species of squid or something that have these really long arms, and it's fairy tale, right? Giant squids do exist, and if I was a sailor or some form of pirate or captain of a ship or something, and I was going across the ocean doing some shit, right? If I'm just minding my own damn business, and I look out onto the side, right, and I see this huge fucking thing that's got these really long arms, and it's like at the surface of the water for whatever reason, yeah, I'd be pretty freaked out. I'd be like, what in the holy hell is this? What in the good God, my brother in Christ, what the fuck is this?
Fuckers always complaining about Subway. My brother in Christ. You make the sandwich.
So yeah, of course, like, I understand why they would like say like, holy shit, that's a Kraken, or that's some giant monster, right? But it wasn't. It was just a squid, and they made stories about it, and it turned into a myth. It turned into mythological creatures, and you know, so that's kind of what I'm getting at, right? Some other examples: the Cyclops, right? The Cyclops are a creature that I don't know if it's the first time they've ever been depicted, but I believe it's in the Iliad and the Odyssey, or one of those two. Right? They go to an island, and there's a Cyclops, right? So we mistake a lot of stuff for Cyclops, right? Skulls that are just misshapen, or skulls that have like another hole in the head for some reason. You know, even though a lot of people think like some of these like human skulls that have holes in their head are most likely like people who died from like blunt force trauma, or maybe even people who underwent like early surgeries. But we mistake a lot of stuff for Cyclopses. But specifically, we would mistake the dwarf elephant skull for a Cyclops skull. Yeah. It's what a dwarf element skull looks like. Don't get me wrong, it does look a little suspicious, you know what I mean? And it does kind of somewhat look a little human-esque if you look at it from the right angle. But yeah, no, it's not a Cyclops, it's just a dwarf elephant. But anyhow, the last thing I want to throw your guys' way is griffins. Okay, there are still scholars to this day that seriously believe that griffins exist. A griffin is a horse-lion-eagle hybrid. I don't know exactly how that hybrid came to exist, but there are legitimate scientific studies, people who are anthropologists, people who are archaeologists, who uncover these bones, and they sincerely think that they're griffins. Like, this skull right here, someone was like, holy shit, this is a griffin skull. It's just a dinosaur skull, bro, I'm telling you. But you know, you can kind of see where I'm going with this, right? No matter how crazy it might sound, people do believe in this stuff, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing per se, but it does lend some validity to the claim that what if these early depictions, these early humans, were mistaken for mythological creatures. But to kind of get back to the core of this theory, beyond the Neanderthals being mistaken for mythological creatures, some do posture even further that it is possible that there may have been further subsets of Neanderthals, maybe like additional lineages from Neanderthals. I think it is postured that that is indeed true, because there were other species of humans like Homo erectus and other subspecies that existed. So a lot of people think that it could be possible that maybe a Neanderthal could have mated with a human, or mated with other subspecies of humans, and then that subspecies created another subspecies that kind of created a chain reaction where you started finding these different aspects of these different creatures, and possibly even just deformities and abnormalities that developed because of this interbreeding, because there is the possibility for that. When you introduce two different species into a habitat and they, try to breed, it doesn't always work out right. You know what I mean? Even if they do belong to the same species, sometimes that interbreeding doesn't always turn out properly. So it could be that you have these different versions of early humans that maybe got together, started interbreeding, and then you find out that you have a new subspecies of a subspecies that kind of just looks weird. And could have been mistaken for something like that. How I kind of like to imagine this is that, set the stage here. One day, right, we got some humans, right? They're like there's some humans, they're out in the field, right? And then you got this Neanderthal or subset of a Neanderthal, subspecies, whatever the case may be. And he's just some short, hairy dude. He's just picking flowers by a bridge. You know what I mean? He's just over there enjoying his life, picking flowers. And some fucking little kid's like, holy shit, my God, it is a troll. He must be the troll that controls the bridge. And thus created a story about a troll controlling a bridge. I don't know. That's just kind of what I'm thinking. Like, when I read this theory, that was like my immediate first thought was like, yeah, that's probably what they're talking about. But nonetheless, I think this is a strong possibility. If you were to ask me, like, I could rationalize this pretty easily. But yeah, I'm not going to keep talking about it. What basically at the end of the day, I guess the question that this poses is that what if mythological creatures that do kind of resemble humans, like leprechauns or dwarves or trolls, you know, these bipedal species, you know, Bigfoot or the Yeti. What if these are just like humans that maybe have abnormalities or defects from interbreeding, or maybe this is just how they look, and someone just from afar didn't have very good vision, saw them and was like, holy shit, that's a dwarf. But there you go. That in essence is what this theory is about. So I think that's going to be about it for today. Sorry this was a little bit of a small theory and a shorter video, but I thought it would be kind of a fun, lighthearted video that, you know, didn't have to do with like a brutal murder or something, you know what I mean? Someone getting cut in half. But I want to say thanks again to Cicada1205 for the iceberg. Still, I use it to this day, and I'm probably going to continue to use it as I go along. Eventually, I'll finish this thing because whole iceberg, and you know, I'll have to find some other content, right? But you know, next week I'm thinking about doing a horror-related video, or maybe I'll do another theory. I don't really know yet. Let me know what you guys want to see next week in the comment section down below. Are there any theories that you specifically want to see? I know a couple people said some things. I know someone mentioned something about CIA-related theories. I already did one where CIA Mars astral projection, but I may do another CIA-related video. Who knows? But let me know what you want to see down below. I'd like to take your guys' ideas or whatever theories or whatever it is that's kind of been itching your brain. Let me know. I'll check it out. Maybe I can do a video about it. But you know how it goes. Just let me know, guys. Anyhow, I am going to finish it there. I am hungry. I'm actually on my lunch break right now doing this video because I get a lunch break where I work. So, yeah, pretty cool stuff. Labor laws, am I right? So, anyhow, I'm going to finish there, but I want to thank you guys all for watching. If you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe. Leave a comment, as I mentioned below, and let us know what you want to see in the next videos. But that'll be it today for guys. That'll be it today for you guys. Yeah. See you guys in the next video. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay awesome. We will see you in the next one. See ya.